All right, guys. Our Make and Takes this month are with the Waves of Inspiration bundle. And this is a great bundle because it's going to be featured in the upcoming catalog. Yay! And I really like it. It's perfect for lots of different types of cards, and it's something definitely different than we've ever had. So I'm a big fan of this bundle and this and the special that we have going on in March and April. Your packet is going to include a quarter package of the designer series paper, which I do not have in here yet. I don't have it in this particular packet, but I've got my pack here off this out of the camera's angle. You're going to get a half a package of the Rhinestone Waves basic jewels, and then a roll of the Pool Party ribbon. This ribbon is carrying over into the new catalog as well, so that's great news. We just found that out, actually, so whew. Okay, so in your packet of cardstock, the first sheet of white is scrap. You're going to be using this for die cutting, and then the next pieces are our first card. So let me get myself organized here, and we will get started. So first off, you're going to need a piece of DSP, and you can really use any of the papers for this first card that you'd like. I kind of like this piece, or no, actually I like this piece. Not that it really matters that much, but like I said, any of it can be used. I don't know if you've seen this, and I'll share in our team page if I haven't already, that Stampin' Up! Did a video showing how these papers were created, and it was actually based on acrylic paint pouring techniques. So they literally poured paint to create this, which was pretty cool. Okay, so to start, you're going to need a 3x4 inch piece of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this to 3x4. And then I'm going to take that 3x4 piece, and then I'm going to cut that further into 3 1-inch by 4-inch strips. And I like having the single piece of cardstock because then I can have my paper or my panels all go together, if that makes sense. So the design is carried through them, meaning I didn't just take random pieces. But this is also good for using up scraps, this card. Okay, so I've got my 3 pieces. And I'm going to place these on our smaller piece of white, like so, on here. Okay, and I'll adhere those down with my favorite adhesive method, whatever that might be for you. And you're just going to leave a little, like 1/8 of an inch-ish border on these pieces. And I disobeyed my cardinal rule, which is to do the first and last piece and then center the middle piece between them so that they're all evenly spaced. The nice thing about seal is you can pull it up and reposition it for a pretty good decent amount of time. So that always makes me happy. Okay, so there we go. All right, I'll set that aside. I've got my half sheet of thick white cardstock. I love white cardstock for my card bases. It's just such an easy, a nice, easy way to do your cards. Okay, I'm gonna pop this up onto my card base with some dimensionals. And then I'm going to also take this piece of foil, and this is going to be used with my die cut piece. So out of my scrap of cardstock, I'm going to die cut the label here. And if you don't have these dies, you can substitute a different label for this. We are also going to need one of the skinny labels. If you want to, out of this white piece, if you want to do both at the same time. I like to do both at the same time. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my label and I'm going to use some Pacific Point ink to stamp my sentiment, which is "You're totally awesome." You're so totally awesome, pardon me. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this foil through here like so, and you can adhere it if you want, or you can just pop it up onto your card. You could also take and emboss this piece with an embossing folder. For that, I would recommend the Splatter. Let me see if I have that handy. It's like the Splatter and Stripes. I can't find it. I won't make you wait for me while I look for it. Okay, so we're just going to adhere this to our card. And I'm putting the dimensionals kind of over that border. That way my foil won't slide around. So it's sticking to both the foil and the tag, or the label, sorry. There we go. That looks great. And then I'm going to take some of my jewels and I'm going to embellish. Oh, I just love these. They're so pretty. And there's a bunch of beautiful colors on here. So you can use whatever floats your boat. So we'll put 2 up there and maybe another one right here. Whatever you'd like. So there's our first card.